Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video, and this one is for RitkRitk. He actually always, and I mean always, comments on like every video I do. I just want to let you know, dude, it's really appreciated. And he got Gunther off the prize wall and wanted to see a build for him. So I figured I'd do my top build for Tech Gunther. This is for you, RitkRitk. Thank you for always commenting on the videos. I do appreciate it. So the strap, I'm going to start with a 20%er because I don't know what you have available. 20% strap, this is Fury 2's, all heart. Whenever you generate 3 or more submission gems, increase your green gem damage by 100% for 2 turns. Gunther can play kind of funky. This is the simplest way to play him, I think, and the way that makes sense to me. Now, the downside is this build set requires 17k Santa. In case you don't have Santa, I'll show you an option what I would do instead to still be able to run this. Also, I will show it with without Zombie Ray too in that build. So if you don't have 17k Santa or Zombie Ray, I will show you what it looks like without either of those right after I do this. Anyway, moveset, German Suplex, 132k and choose 6 gems to make into green. Single leg Boston Crab, 6 MP blue. Generate 40 random sub gems, 159k 4 turns, remaining turn into silence gems, and the last symphony 6 MP jug, 129k damage, choose 1 gem to make into 2 turn juggernaut gems. That will make 15 random silence gems into multiply gems of strength 15 on every countdown. Also increases your green MP by 7 at the end of the countdown. We don't care about that. The downside is this doesn't recycle naturally, so you have to work to do it. You can 100% recycle it. And then here's your trainers, Lawler, Butch, Ray, and Santa. If you don't have Ray, you use Scott Hall, Hall of Fame Hall, generates 2 more green gems. And if you don't have Santa, use an MP reduction trainer and then target people that don't start charged, right? So let's get out, run this, and then I will also do this with 100% strap because it hits hard. Also note, Gunther does have a moment available. The Imperium moment, it makes the multiply gems 4 times bigger is what we're going to care about for this build. So instead of times 15, they would be times 19, which basically you're looking at about 20 to 25% more damage. So whatever we hit, we'll just call it 20% for easy factoring, and that will tell you what he would hit with the moment in feud, if you have the moment. So this actually does hit quite hard, especially as your strap gets bigger. So this starts completely charged. Gameplay loop is really simple. You put your Juggernaut gem down, and then you hit your sub, which makes almost the whole board full of silence. And then you hope bad things don't happen when you sub, like they get 5 match, row breaks everywhere, and wipe out all your silence gems. A few is fine. And then here, watch where your times 15 goes. So this is like the only blue multiply we have if we wanted to recycle, and this is the red. So we can make a row break, and the recycle is then guaranteed if we row break this. And then you want to get as many times 15s as you can, and still hopefully keep that row break. So ideally, if you're trying to recycle, this is not the best board to recycle, because we will miss 1 multiply gem, and these multiply gems are huge, right? But this is with the recycle, so I'll show you if we were playing for the recycle. And I did that poorly, and it still hit for 18 million. I could have got 1 more times 15. Still hit for 18 million with the recycle. I'll run it 1 more time and show you if you don't care about recycling. And if it's hitting for 18 million at silver, that's 36 million at gold. And if you're adding 20% to that 36 million, that's another 7 million. So that would have been 43 million hit at gold with the moment, with a 20% strap, and only an all heart. Pretty good, actually. Pretty good. And we recycled it. So it's not a perfect recycle because you have to work for it, and it requires 1 multiply on a blue and a red. However, it's realistically, it should happen the majority of the time. It just depends how much you want to get it. Most of the time, you know what I mean? Like if you want to do the row break thing, or see here they ended up on the same spot, which is great. They're also on this one, and so this is the perfect row, right? This is great, actually. So I'll recycle again just because 3, 4, that gets the red and the blue, and then we don't have to worry and we can put our multiplies wherever. This is like kind of ideal when they're all in a row, like that. But can we make this so... I think we can just do that. Actually, they're here too, so let's do it this way. I like that better, I think. 6 of this, half a dozen of the other. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Probably. Whatever. Too much thinking for me at this point. So let's just click some buttons. It's easier when you don't recycle. I only hit for 13 million that time because, you know, I screwed it up with bad gameplay. So this time for real, I won't... Like I said, you can recycle easily if you want to. How hard you hit while you're recycling is another story. So let's do this one more time where I actually don't care about it. Also, the more green gems that land with multiplies, the better off you are. So you can get some variances. This is going to be probably a decent hit, just looking at the board, unless I get unlucky with where the multis go, which it's me, so that could easily happen, for sure. But this is pretty juicy. I mean, like, so far, everything we pick is a times 15, so it's almost perfect efficiency. Looks like just one off. However, we can make up for it ish. Yeah, 23 million, 46 million at gold. Add on the moment with like 20%. That's another 9 million. So that would be 54 million at gold. It's really good with only a 20% strap, right? It's actually really good. Now, as promised, if you don't have Santa and Ray, let's run it without. And I don't think I put Hall on him yet. I should have done this ahead of time. But Generate Gems isn't hard to find, and neither is MP Reduce. So Hall of Fame Hall, you're choosing 2, so 1 less. It can be a thing that's difficult. And then whatever MP Reduce guy you have. I think Razor is going to start charged regardless. It is what it is. You would target in feud, though, somebody that only starts charged exactly, and then using this, they would be 1 short. So then you would just take your swipe, and then you would load. So yeah, if you would target somebody with like 6 MP in feud, ideally, right? So, and then try it if you're doing it this way, and try and keep your swipe so you keep green gems on the board if possible. Don't break greens. Keep as many greens on the board as possible. Damage output is going to be really similar. To be honest, we're not really losing a ton. We do lose some with Santa, but it's the 1 choose with Ray that can be problematic because that's potentially a times 15 multiply. So Ray is the bigger loss for sure. Also, I found I hit harder using Ray than I did using Goldberg with the extra Juggernaut gem, to be honest. Just having the choose to get more potential greens worked out better for me. You could also use Goldberg instead of Ray. I'm sure somebody will mention that. I did try it. Did not enjoy the results as much as I thought I would. And we're just gonna... I think we're just gonna miss one here. You can see, still hit for 18 million, 36 million at gold with the 20%. Another 7 million, 43 million at gold with the moment. Even using the lesser trainers. Okay, let's put 100% strap so you guys can see what it hits with that. It's a big difference. And then we'll call this a top build. I think with 100% strap, it's pretty much going to be one and done. You don't need to worry about the recycle the majority of the time. Just pick your right opponents and you're going to be good. That's not a strap, Mherex. How about you just change the strap, sir? I wonder if I talk to Furpo if he could give me another set of gems, not gems, metals for 100% strap, so that I could have 2 straps ready to go and not have to worry about changing metals. That seems like that would be a reasonable request. That would make me more efficient and make these videos more immersive, because you guys all watch Mherex stuff for the immersion, right? What are these plates? Ugh. I blame the stream. They wanted to see Hogan with a drip plate, so they got Hogan with a drip plate. Not Mherex approved. Rude. Drip plate builds. Ugh. It's okay. If you unfollow me right now, I understand. I won't judge you. Also, I put the move damage metal on that doesn't matter. With this one, you'd want red is the one you're choosing with. So, I mean, like, ideally, red is your finisher, quotation marks. So you'd use a red Fury 2 metal. I just don't like skewing the damage, really, when I'm trying to double it straight up to figure out what you'd hit at gold. And I can do that extremely reliable if I use the right trainers, like percentage stuff instead of flats. Get really, really close to telling you your output. So that's the reason for that. And then let's go back to the original trainers. Just because I don't want to take a swipe. Gameplay loop is still the same. We only changed the strap. To get a big boy, what I really should have done is showed you the damage without the strap and with it on the 15s. That's my bad. Really? I'm sorry, guys. So you'll just have to, because that would really tell you the true difference, because there's a lot of variables. So here we have, like, no greens, really, to speak of, although it did land on 2 of them, but how many you get to connect, there's a lot of variables. So it isn't as true a picture as it could be, as if I had shown you the damage. Then you can kind of input that. But at the end of the day, I think most people are just looking at the numbers anyway, to be honest. Here we're 1 short of getting all of them. So whatever. Let's see what happens. That's 21 million. No cascade, as you noticed. And I missed that green one down there, so I'm going to run that one more time. 21, 42 at gold, and then if you have the moment, another 8 million. So that's like a 50 million hit at gold. It hits really hard. Like, it actually hits really hard pretty much all the time. If I have to feud with Gunther, like, as a requirement, this is how I set my own up, actually. Because it just hits hard enough that I don't really need to worry about it. This one could be extra spicy. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I like this one. I definitely... This is a perfect one. Hopefully we get a cascade, too. And not a real one. So 27 million, 54 million at gold, and then add the moment, and I think we'll end on that. So 54 million, and then another 10 million. That would be like a 65 million hit at gold, with the moment and that build. So RitkRitk, I hope you enjoyed this video, and everyone else watching, I hope you did too. That's my top build for Tech Gunther. I still can't get away from it. This is the way I've played him for a long time now. As much as I hate sub builds, this one, it just flows the best with him for me. And I think he's actually kind of incredibly underrated. I don't think most people realize just how hard he can hit. And if you're a sub enjoyer and you're fine with this gameplay, if you want to hit hard with the sub guy, you have Gunther, and you're a Gunther fan, and let's face it, lots of us are, because he's awesome. Mark out and, hit people with Tech Gunther. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and good luck out there. my man kind of slaps. You see what I did there? You know, Gunther chops, slaps, and never mind.